All right. We've got a couple more minutes still. I'll wait another 3 minutes before we start looking at the zone. So quickly, we'll go over what happened yesterday.
I got stopped out on the short. Um, guess my entry is probably a little bit lower than yours, and my stop loss a little bit wider than yours as well.
So you come down off this zone
Um,
somewhere.
what was it? It was 3-1-8-1
Yeah, yeah, you've
27.
come off there. Yep, yep, yep. So you came off that point there. Yep.
But yeah, it was in and out pretty fast, and then I think I was on the road headed back to Melbourne, and the long got entered. I guess I should have stuck to my rules. I had a TP at 3-1,
Yep.
and it pushed up fast and hard, and didn't quite hit 3-1,
Yep.
and then reversed and stopped me out. So I should
Bummer.
have just set it for two
2%.
percent.
Yeah.
Would have been happy days, but
Bummer, bro.
I was getting a bit greedy, I guess.
That's all right, man. It's all right. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, bro. Like it's all good. With the sell position, I would what with doing this strategy, you kind of want to get as close as you can to before the open
Yeah,
because you want to catch that move. You know, sometimes it might only move to one a TP1 or a TP2, and sometimes you get faked out. But the further you are away from the open, the less chances you have of catching the move. So
yeah.
I went very aggressive, which worked in my favor yesterday. My next entry would have been here, and to be honest, man, I probably wouldn't have gone that low. Look, it can work. It can work out. I'm not saying it doesn't work out, but the whole strategy behind this is to just be as close as you can to that breakout.
Mhm.
So maybe just keep that in mind, bro, for next time. But other than that, man, you know it happens, man. It happens. It happens.
Yeah, I mean, if I had it for the next level down, I wouldn't have been tagged in till 11:40, and then it would have been ran.
Yeah,
Like, you know, what do you do? Like, that's way later than the open, and
yeah,
you
100%,
further
bro.
off.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's all right. The way I had it set up yesterday, managed to hit a TP3 on the sell and a TP4 on the buy,
Mm, mm.
which is pretty good. But again, that's just going off my stop loss sizes and everything. Let's have a look now. We've got 5 minutes to the open. Let's go and have a look at where we're at. All right. So buy position, I think is pretty clear to go there. We can go to the one above it. That's a pretty strong level as well. But I've got no issue. We're going a little bit more aggressive on that entry there for the buy position. So I am going to set my buy up like that. I'm actually happy with that. Look, there is a chance that we may break. Oops, wrong one. There is a chance that we may break through and react off this area. So it is a little bit aggressive going that zone there. But I'm happy to do it. I'm happy to take that risk. So that's where I'm going to be setting up my buy position. And then on the sell, I'm looking at this area here. Let's have a look. I'll probably go this area here, depending what this candle does. You know, we could go the aggressive move again up to there, but I don't see any need for that. Unless this candle starts moving up, I am happy to go there. I think that's a
Yeah,
little bit,
that's what I like.
yeah, a little bit more of a safer bet there. So that's it. That's where I'm going. Pretty straightforward today. I am going to put these positions in now. So I'm going to enter the buy position now. I might hold off a little bit more in the sell position just to see what happens with this candle in the next couple of minutes, but it doesn't look like it's moving too aggressively. So that is the setup for today.
Cool.
That's it. All right, I'm going to put these in now. All right, selling. Around a little bit. Cool. I've got that sale positioning.
New York.
What's that, man?
Big move up during London and New York.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Yeah, I was actually watching that.
Straight up.
Yeah, I was watching that move. It was interesting to see how far it was going to go, but yeah, it ended up going quite far.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go there, there, and there. Boom shakalaka. All right, that's it, and we are on in 20 seconds. 20 seconds. There are a few zones we've got to look out for in the sell position.
Scroll down a bit.
We've got to be wary of this area here. We've also got an imbalance there. And then we've got wicks all over the place here. So it'll be interesting to see. All right, we're in now. We're open. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of reactions we get if we do get this sell, if it does keep pushing down. Now, a more aggressive entry now would be to come off this level here. Be a more aggressive entry, which again, to be honest with you, with that, oh sorry, like that.
Yeah.
Let's see how it play out if you want the aggressive move. That entry there. That's where the orb would have been, because it would have gone to the close of the 15-minute. So the orb would have been there. So see how that would have played out. Probably not a bad entry, to be honest, but we'll see. Just out of curiosity, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Set the 10 a.m. candle, yep. So let me know when you're done, when you don't need that anymore, because I'll go back and look at the trades for the week.
Yeah, go. It's all good, man.
Cool. That looks like it might not have been a bad entry actually, but anyway, doesn't matter. Is what it is. We didn't do it. All right. Well, why that's I've got the chart open. I've got it open on another screen as well, so I can keep an eye on it, and we can come back if it hits any of our points. So far this week, let's go back and have a look. It's been again, man. It's been another Another very profitable week. And at the end of the week, what I'll do today, this afternoon, I'm going to do a recap of the week, and just I'm going to put like if you had 1-1, what you would have hit. If you had a 1-2, 1-3, 1-4, 1-5, what you would have got.
Yep.
Just gives a bit of clarity on what you could do, you know. So moving forward, you might go, you know what, looking at those results over the last couple of weeks, I might just hold for a 1-2 every day, and that's it, and just leave it at that, you know. Or I might just hold for a 1-1. It's really good, man. It's really good to be able to see that rather than just trying to guess it and question yourself all the time. So Monday was good, man. Monday we opened up, and what is it within the? It took a while actually, so it took about 40 minutes. Managed to hit a 1, 2, 3, 4. Managed to get a 4-1 on Monday, going off that aggressive level there. It's pretty good. Tuesday. I think Tuesday was another profitable day, wasn't it? Yeah. So 2-1 on the buy position. Almost got stopped out. We almost got stopped out here. Not quite. This candle opened up. The 1 minute opened up, it retraced first, and then it moved forward, which was lucky. It didn't actually tap us in and then go back and then forward. I think you got that move, didn't you, Taro? I think you got that one as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was a really good one, man. That was a 5-1. So 5. What are we at now? So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 take profits validated. No, I know, and the 2 there. So 11 take profits validated. Wednesday, we just smashed it. That was a beautiful day. That was straight to a TP5.
Mm-hmm.
So 18 take profits validated. Again, where you take profits is obviously going to, everyone's different where they've taken profits, but we've validated 18 of them. And then yesterday, man, 1, 2, 3. I closed at 3, but we retraced and came down, hit TP4, and then went back. 18, 19, 20, 21, and then a TP4. So 25 take profits validated for the week. Really, really good. That is a really, really good week. So yeah, so again, pretty much, if you just had 1-1, you wouldn't have had a loss all week last week. Just going 1-1. 2-1 as well. 2-1, you wouldn't have had a loss. And I think if you had a 3-1, you probably would have had, you would have had one loss here if you had a 3-1. So, man, a 1-1 or a 2-1 last week, this week, sorry, so far this week, you wouldn't have had a loss. Can't complain about that. All right, so that hit a TP2, but anyway, I'm bored with that now. So overall, it's been a very good week. A very, very good week again, which is what we want. It's what we like.
That's the ticket.
That's it, man. That is it. Yeah, that might have been a good entry there. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. If we do come up here, we should. If we do come up to this zone and break past TP1, which is right that level right there. So if we do come up there and pass that, then we should be good for at least a TP4. I would say we should be good to at least hit this level here. You got this slight imbalance, and maybe anywhere from a TP3 for a TP4. If we do break down, don't get faked out.
Yeah.
And then going to sale position is just fucking who knows, man. You got too many levels here. You got that level there. Yeah, that level there. Yeah, this level here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? There's a lot going on there, so who knows? It'd have to be a pretty strong candle. It'd have to be a pretty aggressive candle like yesterday for us to be able to push through all these zones. So we'll just play it. We'll just say it is. Or it could just come in, fake us out, and fuck off the other direction. You know? You just don't know, man. Just don't know. Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame yesterday, bro, because your account was starting to get back up there again.
Yeah, I mean, during London, I took a scalp and made, what was it, 1%.
Oh, cool. That's good.
Not usually what I like to do, but I guess London was trending pretty nice.
It was, yeah. Yeah, it definitely was.
I just saw an opportunity to get in there and make quick bucks. So
yeah, I was considering
what I do, but when it's trending for that long, you know, you go up the trend, right?
100%, dude. I was actually considering putting an entry here when that started. So this entry here, I seen it broke through there. It broke through structure there. So I'm like, oh, cool. This looks like a reversal. We came back in, started pulling back, and I was considering taking an entry, but again, man, I had a good day yesterday, so I didn't want to risk losing anything. So I
That
just,
would have been clean as well. That's a nice setup there.
yeah, it would have been beautiful,
Take
man.
that
Like,
retest.
yep, that's it. Bang, retest, breakout, in.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, I had a good day yesterday, so
Well, that's it. Don't get greedy, right?
yeah, exactly,
I
man,
was,
exactly.
TP3, but it didn't quite tag it, and then came back and hit stop loss. It's like should have just stuck to my TP2.
Yep, and you would have been fine, man. And that's it. You wouldn't have even had to worry about looking at the London session.
Yeah,
You know, you could have taken your 2% and just gone fucking sweet, happy days, call it a day. I'm out of here.
yeah, that's it.
Um,
That's it.
I'll tell you what I have noticed a lot lately though as well is when we do get an entry in a position, once it reverses, if you put at the bottom of that zone where it's reversed, if you put a sell position there, man, it's happening a lot lately where you could get pretty decent moves.
Mm-hmm.
But again, that's for me. I won't do it because it's going off my strategy, and I'll just stick to the one strategy. But I mean, I guess it just shows that there's always opportunities in the market. It's just what you do, what your strategy is, and what you're going to stick to.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind maybe back testing or like forward testing. Maybe just waiting like 45 to an hour from
Yeah.
from the Asian Open just to see where price wants to go.
Yep.
You know, because like yesterday it was sideways, it went up and it went back down.
Yep.
And you know, it wasn't until about after 11 that it really started moving down, right?
Yeah, 100%. Yep.
So I don't know. I might play around with it at some point.
Play around with it, bro. Have a look. See what works for you, man. Find whatever works for you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I like this. This works well for me because it's the same time every day and I'm just in and I'm out. You know what I mean? But yeah, just find what works for you, dude. You will notice, you know, look at those zones maybe. Look at where the trades I take and when it starts reversing, maybe look at it going at the reversals, you know? Like you put one up there and put a zone down here sort of thing. Whatever, man. Whatever works for you.
Yeah. Just play around.
100%.
Yeah.
Just there's only one thing I would say is try not to get too lost in changing systems too much. I'm sure you've probably already learnt that over the years. The biggest thing that I found, man, the biggest fucking error that I had was always trying to find the perfect system. Finding something that works and then going, oh fuck, but I could do better. Fuck, what about this? Or how about this? And then back test for 6 months worth of stuff and then forward test it, then it doesn't work, and then you're like, oh no, you know what? I'm noticing more moves here now. Fuck, I'm going to change my strategy and do that. I find when you do that, bro, I find personally is you just keep going around in circles, man. You never progress. You know, 2, 3 years, 4 years goes by, and you're like, what the fuck have I done? You know?
I feel like the trouble is you go down the road of learning a new strategy and then you try and apply it.
Yeah.
And then as you start to hit some losing trades with that strategy, you're just like, all right, that's it. Let me look for another strategy. But which is a part of it, right? So
there's no such
thing. You're going to get losses. That's just part of it. So,
bro, there is no such thing as a perfect strategy. No, there is no such thing. You're never, ever, ever going to get 100% win rates. And if you do, like I know there's people who do where they'll do a lot size of 0 like the most minimal lot size they can do, and they just leave, you know, you'll leave a whole position open. And you just no stop loss or anything and just leave a position open and maybe take profit. Like that can work. That system can work. But you need a fuckload of capital to make money off that system, you know?
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Because you're not risking 1%. You wouldn't be able to risk 1% because, you know, if you dropped 100 pips, 200 pips, 300 pips or whatever, you'll lose your account. So if you do a strategy like that, you need a fuckload of capital. You need like, you know, $1 million, a couple of $1 million. I think it's moving. All right. We're in. We're in. Keep pushing. TP1 hit. That moves really quickly. Probably too quick, actually. I don't like the way how aggressive that was. Keep going. Keep going. Yeah, I don't like that, man. That was way too aggressive. I think we might get a fake out on this. Yep. Almost. Ooh,
Yep.
not quite. Not quite. Hasn't got me yet. Fucking wants to, though.
Yep, that's got me out.
Did it? Fucking spewing. Bummer.
Yeah, I only went half wrist.
Oh, I'm out too. Yep. Yeah, I'm out too. Yeah, that was a crazy fake out, that one, man. That just moved way too quick. Well, you know what? That's right. That's TP1 hit.
Yeah.
I didn't close, so that stopped me out. But if anyone closed at TP1, good stuff. I was trying to get to at least the TP2, but look at that. It's gone exactly off that zone there. Right there.
Bummer.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. That's all right. TP1 on that. See what happens now with this buy position. I personally, because I didn't close on that, I'm going to keep this one open. I'm going to keep that buy position open and see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
That's it. TP1 on the sale. If you closed it quick enough, happy days. If not, we'll take a loss on that and go for the buy. Cool. All right, have a good weekend, everyone, and we'll jump back on Monday morning.
No drama, dude.
Wait.
Take care.
All right, see you later.
Catch you
Bye.
later.
Bye.